The F-15EX Eagle II is the latest iteration of a fighter platform that has been in service for nearly 5 decades, yet it continues to evolve and adapt to the demands of modern warfare. Born from the legendary McDonnell Douglas F-15 design, and now upgraded and produced by Boeing, the F-15X represents not just a continuation of a classic air superiority platform, but also a bold leap into the future of multi-role combat aviation. When most countries are focusing heavily on stealth, sensor fusion, and fifth-generation aircraft, the F-15X dares to be different. It doesn't pretend to be stealthy in the traditional sense, but instead compensates with brute power, payload capacity, and unparalleled adaptability. To understand the F-15EX, we need to look at the roots of the F-15 lineage. The original F-15 was designed in the 1970s as a pure air superiority fighter. It famously bore the motto, "Not a pound for air-to-ground," emphasizing its role as a dominant dogfighter. However, over time, the F-15 evolved into various multi-role configurations, including the F-15E Strike Eagle, which brought precision strike capabilities to the platform. The F-15X takes that to an entirely new level. It's designed as a multi-role, twin-seat fighter that can handle both air superiority missions and deep strike roles with an arsenal that no other fighter in the world can currently match in sheer volume. One of the most striking things about the F-15X is its payload capacity. With 12 hardpoints and the ability to carry up to 29,500 pounds of ordnance, it far exceeds the internal weapons bays of stealth fighters like the F-35 or F-22. The F-15X can carry everything from long-range air-to-air missiles like the AIM-120 AMRAAM and AIM-9X Sidewinders, to precision-guided bombs, electronic warfare pods, and even hypersonic missiles. Boeing has demonstrated that the Eagle II can carry the AGM-183 ARRW, a hypersonic air-to-surface missile that could allow the aircraft to strike high-value targets at ranges of over 1,000 miles in just minutes. This alone gives the F-15EX a unique role in the U.S. arsenal, acting as a long-range weapons truck that supports stealth platforms and expands their lethal reach. Under the hood, the F-15X is powered by 2 General Electric F110E129 engines, each generating nearly 29,000 pounds of thrust. This gives the aircraft an incredible thrust-to-weight ratio and enables a top speed of over Mach 2.5, making it one of the fastest fighters still in production today. Its operational ceiling exceeds 60,000 feet, giving it significant high-altitude performance. But more than just raw power, the F-15X benefits from fly-by-wire controls, which replace the older mechanical systems with electronic inputs. This significantly enhances the aircraft's maneuverability, safety, and responsiveness. Avionics is another area where the F-15EX leaps far ahead of its predecessors. At the heart of its cockpit is a large area display, a 10x19-inch touchscreen that allows pilots to customize information layouts and rapidly access mission-critical data. It's comparable to a modern fighter jet tablet, giving the pilot access to radar feeds, weapons systems, targeting data, and electronic warfare controls all in one seamless interface. In addition, the Eagle II is equipped with the AN/APG-82V1 Active Electronically Scanned Array (AESA) radar. This radar provides unparalleled situational awareness, long-range target detection, simultaneous tracking of multiple air and ground targets, and resistance to electronic jamming. Another crucial addition is the Eagle Passive Active Warning Survivability System (EPAWSS), which enhances the aircraft's electronic warfare capabilities. This includes threat detection, radar warning, jamming, and countermeasures, providing a defensive edge against modern surface-to-air missile systems and enemy fighters. This means that even though the F-15EX isn't stealthy in the same way as fifth-generation fighters, it's far from defenseless. It can detect threats early and respond with a sophisticated electronic countermeasure suite that makes it far more survivable in contested environments. The cockpit is built to support a 2-person crew, typically a pilot and a weapons systems officer. This setup is ideal for complex missions that involve coordinating multiple targets, air-to-ground strikes, and network-centric warfare. The second crew member can manage weapons systems, sensor data, and communications, freeing up the pilot to focus on flight performance and immediate threats. While the F-15EX can be flown by a single pilot, the dual-crew configuration is a powerful advantage in large-scale operations. The F-15X also stands out for its digital backbone. Boeing has designed the aircraft with an open mission systems architecture, allowing the Air Force to rapidly upgrade software and hardware components. This is a critical feature in the age of evolving threats and emerging technologies. Rather than waiting years for major upgrades, the F-15X can receive updates much like a modern smartphone: modular, fast, and efficient. This ensures the platform remains relevant and capable of adapting to new mission profiles, new weapons, and new adversary capabilities. In combat roles, the F-15X is expected to perform a wide range of tasks, from defending U.S. airspace to executing deep strike missions against heavily defended enemy infrastructure. It is ideal for homeland defense due to its speed, radar, and weapons loadout. But perhaps its most important role is as a force multiplier. In a scenario where stealth aircraft like the F-35 and F-22 penetrate enemy defenses and designate targets, the F-15X can remain at a standoff distance and launch massive salvos of missiles, including long-range hypersonics, without putting itself at as much risk. It can carry more air-to-air missiles than any other U.S. fighter, up to 22 AMRAAMs, giving it unmatched lethality in aerial combat scenarios. Another advantage is its rapid procurement timeline. Unlike many modern fighters that take years to field, the F-15X leverages existing infrastructure, maintenance knowledge, and pilot training programs. The U.S. Air Force already operates dozens of F-15 variants, so introducing the X variant doesn't require a major shift in logistics or operations. It uses the same ground support equipment, and many parts are interchangeable with older models, streamlining the transition and saving billions in long-term costs. Now, it's important to address the elephant in the room: stealth. The F-15X is not a stealth aircraft in the conventional sense. It lacks the radar-evading shape and low observable coatings of fifth-generation fighters. This means it is more visible to enemy radar, particularly in heavily contested environments. However, the Air Force doesn't intend the F-15EX to replace stealth aircraft. Instead, it complements them. In a future war, stealth jets would take on the task of opening enemy airspace and suppressing defenses, while aircraft like the F-15X would bring the firepower, delivering larger payloads and maintaining air dominance once the enemy's anti-aircraft systems have been weakened or destroyed. In terms of cost, the F-15X comes in at around $90 million per unit, which is slightly less than the F-35A. However, its operating costs are lower, and its mission readiness rates are higher due to mature systems and a proven airframe. The F-15 has been one of the most reliable aircraft in the U.S. inventory, and the X version is expected to carry that legacy forward. For a service that needs to maintain global presence, the F-15X provides a dependable and highly capable platform. In simulated combat tests and joint exercises, the F-15EX has proven its ability to integrate with other platforms. It's fully compatible with advanced data links like Link 16 and future Joint All-Domain Command and Control (JADC2) networks. This enables seamless data sharing between aircraft, ground assets, and satellites, enhancing decision-making and situational awareness. Whether it's flying alongside stealth aircraft, coordinating with drones, or directing long-range missile strikes, the F-15X is designed to be an essential node in the connected battlespace. Another key point is export potential. The F-15X is a platform that appeals to allies who want a powerful, non-stealthy fighter with high payload capacity and long range. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Indonesia have shown interest or already operate advanced F-15 variants. Boeing is marketing the X as a future-proof option that fits well with NATO and allied infrastructure. When compared directly to other fighters, the F-15X is a bit of an outlier. It's not a stealthy dogfighter like the F-22, nor a fully integrated stealth strike fighter like the F-35. But it delivers a combination of speed, range, payload, and flexibility that no other aircraft can match. Against aircraft like the Su-35 or the Chinese J-16, the F-15X holds its own, and in terms of sensor and electronic warfare capabilities, it may even have the edge. In summary, the F-15EX Eagle II is not just a modernized legacy fighter. It's a purpose-built multi-role powerhouse, optimized for today's and tomorrow's battlespace. It leverages decades of proven performance, fused with cutting-edge technology, to fill a critical gap in U.S. and allied airpower. Whether as an air dominance fighter, a deep strike bomber, or a hypersonic missile platform, the Eagle II is a symbol of the enduring power of adaptability. In an age where stealth and data dominate the conversation, the F-15X reminds us that raw power, smart design, and mission flexibility still matter. And with the pace of global military tensions rising, having a reliable, lethal, and rapidly deployable fighter like the F-15X in the skies is not just a strategic advantage, it's a necessity.